Welcome back to NM Serena. In this video, we are going to study mode, which is a measure of central tendency. Mode is an item of this series that occurs most frequently. If an item occurs again and again and again, and many items occurs again and again, the item which occurs the maximum number of times, it is the mode. Now let us study how the calculation of mode is done in the case of three different series. First of all, the individual series. In the case of individual series, by observation itself, we can find the mode. So in the case of these values, by observation, we can find that 35 has occurred 4 times. No other values have occurred these many times. See, another value is there, 42. See the occurrence of 42. This is the first occurrence and the second occurrence, third occurrence. So 42 has occurred 3 times. And again see the 23. 23 has occurred once and second time. 28. First time, second time. Like that, all other items have occurred twice or thrice, but 35 has only occurred 4 times. That is why we say that the mode of this series is 35. So it is very easy to find the mode in the case of an individual series. But there is a problem with individual series. See, in this case, no values are occurring more than once. 40 is occurring only once, 25 is occurring only once, 60 has occurred only once. So, no values in the series is occurring more than once. Then in this case, we can say that the mode is ill-defined. So, if the mode is ill-defined, how can we find the mode? To solve this problem, there is an equation. This is the equation. Mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. By performing this calculation, we can find the mode in an ill-defined series. So, let us try to do this calculation. The median, we have to find the median by applying the formula of median, that is size of n plus 1 by 2th item. Median is equal to size of n plus 1 by 2th item, and we have to find the mean, which is x bar is equal to sigma x by n, and then we have to calculate mode. 3 into median is 50 in this case, and mean is 52. So 3 into 50 minus 2 into 52 will give us the mode of this series. 150 minus 104, and the answer is 46. So in the case of this series, the mode is 46, but this value is not there in the series. But still, it is the mode of the given series. Now let us see what happens in the case of a discrete series. The values are given and their frequency is also given. Here, by looking at the frequency, we can understand the series. The mode. See the frequency 3, 12, 25, 40, 31, 20, 18, 7. So the highest frequency is 40. Thus we can understand that 12 is the mode. 40 is not the mode. 40 is the number of times that 12 has occurred. See, this discrete series shows the number of times x has occurred. 5 has occurred 3 times in the series. 8 has occurred 12 times in the series. Similarly, 12 has occurred 40 times in the series. So the highest occurrence is for 12. That is why the mode of this series is 12. 12 is the mode in the case of the given discrete series. Now in the case of a continuous series, here we have to apply a formula. Before that, we have to find the model class. The class interval will be given and we have to find the model class. And the applying of the formula is as follows. Mod is equal to L1 plus F1 minus F0 into C divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2. Now we can explain each one. L1 is the lower limit of the model class. The model class we have found already, that is based on the class with highest frequency. The class having highest frequency is the model class, and from that model class we have to find the lower limit of the model class, and F1 is the frequency of the model class, F0 is the frequency of the class just before the model class, and then C, that is the class interval, and then F2 is the frequency of the class just after the model class. This is how mode is found in the case of a continuous series. Now, let us see how it is done here. The class interval is given, frequency is given. By observation, we can find that 30 is the highest frequency. So 25 to 30 has occurred 30 times. Then we can apply the formula. L1 plus F1 minus F0 into C divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2. Here the model class we have identified as 25 to 30. So L1 is the lower limit of the model class, which is 25. It is taken here. And then F1, it is the frequency of the model class. Frequency of the model class is 30. That is taken. Then F0 is the frequency just before the model class. See, this is 30 and just before the model class is 18. So 18 frequency is taken here, and then into class interval. Class interval is, say, 25 to 30. The class interval is 5. So into 5 divided by 2 into F1 is already taken 30, that is given here, minus F0 is 18. So 18 is given, minus F2. F2 is the frequency of the class just after the model class. So it is 20. So that 20 is also taken. So the formula is completed. Now the calculation is left. Mode is 27.73 in the case of this given series. Now let us discuss the merits of mode. The first merit is that it is very simple among the other measures of central tendency. See, in the case of individual series or discrete series, it is very easy, even without applying a formula, we can find the mode. Just by observation, we can find the mode in the case of individual as well as discrete series. And see, it is less affected by the extreme values in the series, since mode is taken by applying the formula or by observing the highest occurrence of item. It is less affected by the extreme values in the series. And the next is, it can be located graphically also. This mode can be found out using a graph paper. By drawing all the points, we can find the mode. Usually mode is one of the values in the series. We have found that usually mode is one of the values in the series, but in certain cases when the mode is ill-defined, and in the case of a continuous series, etc., mode is a value outside the series. Otherwise, mode is inside the series. And the last point is, it is the value which occurs most frequently, so it well represents the group. This point is already explained. Next is the demerits of mode. Mode is ill-defined in some cases. In these cases, we have to apply the formula to find out mode. And then it is not capable of further algebraic treatment. like mean. Mean is capable of further algebraic treatment, but mode is not capable of it. Then it is not based on all values in the series. The mode considers only the value which has occurred quite often. So it is not based on all the values in the series. When extreme value occurs most frequently, it becomes the mode. That is, if the lowest value or the highest value has got the maximum frequency, that will be the mode. These are the demerits of mode. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos, subscribe the channel.